I want to know what's your opinion on games coming out broken. Broken, i.e., meaning it's not working properly, not the servers are messed up, or we can't get no servers. That's not broken, meaning they don't work properly or as intended.
So like you're talking about and
Cyberpunk, Cyberpunk 2020 broken, uh,
all right,
like visual glitches still in the game and shit like that.
I think if it's something on like you remember when GTA 5 came out and everyone was expecting GTA Online to come in and it took like
Yeah,
forever to come in. If it's something like that, I think if the game just does something like how GTA gives out like pretty much every week you get like or every day, I forgot what it is, but they give you a bunch of money for GTA Online. If the game does something like that where it's sort of like here's our little apology for that, I can deal with it. But if it's something like 2K tends to do this a lot, where it's like they just say, "Hey, it's been addressed, whatever," and then like just pretend like it never happened. That's the shit. It bothers me. It bothers me when they do that because I think that's just like you're just shitting on your fans. But for something like Cyberpunk, I it's sort of weird because they're gonna blame the pandemic. So it's like this time is sort of just weird to talk about because you don't know if this would have happened if it wasn't for the
yeah. But
pandemic.
what I'm saying, more and more games coming out like this, where
I
you
know,
got
but they're just going to blame the
broken product,
pandemic.
but push you back.
Yeah, you can, but saw what happened. They pushed back Cyberpunk. People got upset.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. There's certain people that retards that do it. Fuck them.
I think
Don't worry about their death threats.
I think as long as you like let them know, hey, here's what we have, here's the game, and then we'll provide updates. Or if it's something where they're leaving out something that was promised, if they say, hey, we're going to make sure y'all are okay on the back end, that's okay. But if they do some shit where like, let's just pretend like we never promised it, that's when I'm like, nah, like, nah, that's really messed up. But like I said, it's weird because it's like levels to it. It's like everyone has their own expectations for certain games, you know. So like servers being messed up is frustrating because it's just like, how the hell y'all not prepared for this? You know,
Yeah,
that's the one that
but
bothers me, especially like a game like 2K. It was like, dude, you come out
yeah,
with this
2K is
every year.
unacceptable.
It's
But I'm talking
like,
about for a new IP.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So like for 2K, you come out with this every year, so you should be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? So some like Outriders with their servers going down.
Yeah,
What's another
that's what I
large
bring
game
to.
that they made?
That's what I bring. They Square Enix pretty much, and people
Square
comply.
Enix,
And it's sort of like I think, yeah. So they don't really do a lot of. I don't know if they had.
but they made the Avengers game. They should know how to do it.
Mm,
They should now. It might not have been as big, but they should know how to get that server right.
yeah, but it's still different though. You got to. It's still different. It's still a different amount of people.
It
And
is,
that game
yeah,
died before it even came out.
yeah, yeah. That's
No.
yeah.
So
That's a good point.
here's why I asked you that. So the game came out, yeah, the servers are messed up and stuff, which I don't mind. It's frustrating, but it's sort of like, mm, all right, whatever. But then like they have a bug where it wipes your whole entire inventory. And they knew
Mm.
about that since the demo. But yet they have done nothing to fix it. Or then they say, hey, we're gonna push you back again because we don't want this to happen. This is what happened. What do people say? I mean, if that was you, if you was in that shoe, would you still be accepted about? Would you still accept that? Like if you was a consumer and they was like open and honest about like, hey, the game is not ready. Like we got a bug in here that we want to switch because it may infect a handful of people and it will wipe everything, all your progress off.
Oh, the like stuff to do with game progress. I don't know. I don't know. Cause that yeah, that would be because it's one of those things that you have to like. So say there's a bug. If you save the game, like, do you have to keep saving it, or like no matter if you save it or not, it's going to keep
It's an
wiping your
online
inventory?
game, it automatically saves.
Oh, okay. So you just lose your inventory.
Yep, everything in inventory.
Yeah, they either got to help you out in the back end. Like if they don't announce something that they gonna do something for you in the back end, I'm like nah, like fuck y'all, real shit.
Yeah,
Because that has to be like some shit where it's like, hey, every week we should get a brand new item, like brand new legendary item added to our inventory type shit.
yeah. Unless they can rebuild it, but no, that I'm saying like, if, but would you want that? Would you want the game to just be like pushed back, or would you just want it to be released like it was now?
So for me, I'm a type of person where say like you remember what was it, 2012, Joel Santana dropped that mixtape and I forgot what was it. It had up at the top it's just us. He had a he did like a remake of that.
All right, but go on.
But all right, so pretty much they were pushing that back and they were saying like cuz they wanted to get straight. I'm like, dog, like because this is what I'm saying. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I was being one of the main people like, dude, like we haven't heard music from you in a while. Just drop it. It's a mixtape, not an album. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's your album,
Yeah,
get it right. If it's a mixtape, it's like, dude, like your fans want to see it. Your fans want it, drop it.
yeah,
So with me, it's like you have with these games, I think for your fans, like say for a 2K fan, if 2K is broken, then just tell us it's broken or like don't tell us we're going to have features that we're not going to have. Say, hey, the game
mm.
isn't finished yet, we're going to have an update for later. So that's for me
Like
being a fan of
blocking.
something. Now if I'm not really a fan of it but like I'm aware of the game and like the hype for it, say like Outriders, yeah, I would prefer a finished game just because it's like I don't know how long this game's going to keep my attention anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's really it's hard. I think the best thing to do is just to try to please your fans. So yeah, I'll just release it and be like, "Hey, the game isn't finished yet," or just say, "Call it a beta." You know what I'm saying? Like,
they had a beta. See, he knew it was bullshit that you were saying. Yeah, fucking what's his name jumping off the fucking on top ropes.
but no, it's just like
Envysaur,
Bulbasaur. But
Squirtle.
no, it's just one of the shits where it's like, yo, if you're a gaming company, you want to just please your fans, I would say here's the game. Just know we're gonna have updates to improve the game.
Bro, in the last, bro, they have this thing. Game company have a pamphlet of like what not to do in their fucking lab. They saw what happened with No Man's Sky.
Yeah, yeah,
They saw what happened to Cyberpunk 2077.
yeah.
So for you to even fuck up anymore, you just don't give a fuck.
But
Like you
that's
don't
not
care.
because Dunny is still the obvious thing right now. It's like they're going to keep blaming the pandemic. So it's
Yeah,
like unless we have any other like unless
and just say we're pushing it back because we're just pushing it back. Like there's not going to be no game this year. Yes, the
that'll upset
investors
your
gonna be
fans though.
mad,
That'll
but
upset your fans.
hey, just tell them like, look, do y'all want us to put something out and it ends up like Cyberpunk?
You know,
And I thought,
a lot of
huh?
people say yeah, because they're going to see if they can stand it or not. But if it's something that they can't stand, then they're going to be like, "Oh, well, they should have just waited." It's like, well, bro,
Yeah,
like they told you it wasn't going to be incomplete. It told you it wasn't going to be complete. So,
yeah. And then my biggest thing, the reason why I talk about was the Outrider shit, because that's happening to Outrider. Like they had the beta demo that you could play, right?
mhm.
And it had these issues in it. Then the full game come out. Their first major patch, they nerfed fucking everything pretty much, but didn't address that main problem. Made it worse.
Yeah,
So it's sort
yeah,
of like it's sort of like if you're and they only doing it because the 1% of the community that plays that have like 10,000 hours in it or
yeah.
some crazy amount of hours are making it too easy.
Mm.
But for a regular person like like me or like somebody else that don't play them that plays it probably like They probably only got like 50, 60 hours, something like that. I don't know how many hours they got really, but that's a lot. But like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
That's hurting them. It's not hurting you. It's not hurting the big people. It's hurting the small people.
mm,
And majority of all the rules get put in place to hurt the small people because of the big people.
mm.
So it's sort of like you can't just nerf everything to the ground and then be like, I don't know why nobody playing the game now.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, this is the way they want it. Like, no, especially for RPG because I played Destiny. I had like over I think 2K hours in both, and nah, that game fucking was trash after a while. Like, because
yeah,
they kept fucking up shit, but they kept blaming Activision when it was Bungie that was fucking it up.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's yeah. Oh, it's an interesting debate because like there's so many things that can go into that. But yeah, like I said,
like. How long did Assassin's Creed get taken out for? Like 2 years, a year or so?
I don't know. But you
Like,
talking
you know
about
how
the
they used to
change
release
from the first one to the second one, or
no, like how they like used to put out. Then they waited like a year or two for Assassin's Creed to come out.
like which one?
Valhalla,
Like, oh, I don't know. Nah, because Origins was the one like in Egypt type shit, right?
I think so.
And Valhalla was the one after that. Was there one before?
I think the one after that. I think they waited like a year or two and put it out,
Yeah,
and
but
that made it better. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta like push the thing back.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We know
But
these niggas in 2K ain't gonna have that happening because y'all niggas are coon.
nah, and I would say this too. Out of every game, I'm pretty sure ever since Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed figured it out. they they're so like they don't miss because they're like, oh, this is the formula. Cool. It's like, oh, we can add this. No, let's add this. Then let's add
Yeah,
this
they
this time.
they
But it's
added a
like
little bit of
they
stuff,
figured it out. Yeah.
but they do. But that break was much needed because it was getting stale.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like when they get stale, it's like, okay, let's change the fighting mechanics. So now you actually got to fight, instead of just
Yeah,
going up and hitting blade somebody every
yeah,
time. Like,
like
yeah,
2K.
it,
Let's change the shot meter, make it way harder because it was so easy. It's at 80%. You miss all your 80%. Like,
look, 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 look,
damn,
look,
I
look,
got the
look.
worst fucking luck.
Don't blame the 2K fans. Blame EA Sports for not providing any competition because now 2K has a damn monopoly on the basketball games. So
No,
it's
no,
EA
no,
Sports' fault.
no, 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 no. We're blaming the NFL for this shit. And the NFL never signed an exclusivity contract with the EA. We would
Oh,
have had 2K football.
oh yeah,
And
yeah. So they
hell,
would have had to, yeah,
yeah, they would have had to do double work. But since
yeah,
that's the only game they got, they're like, fuck it. It's
yeah.
gonna beat your ass with this shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. The Madden shit, yeah, did change because yeah,
Yeah.
EA Sports was like, "Hey, shit, we got the NFL money. Fuck it."
Yeah. Then they was like, oh shit, niggas don't really like this. No shit,
Yeah,
bitch.
I know. But they did low key like turn up with Battlefield for a little bit, but that was it.